I sat down recently and picked up Tomb Raider I Remastered, which was part of the full Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remaster collection that released last year. And honestly, it's been a bit of a nostalgia trip for me. Now, growing up, my first proper introduction to Lara Croft was actually Tomb Raider 3 on the old PlayStation. I was way too young. I just couldn't handle the game. I was dying repeatedly in the jungle levels, but still loving every moment of it. So when they announced the remasters, I was genuinely excited, but maybe a bit hesitant, cautious even. Those original games, for as iconic as they are, they don't exactly age gracefully when it comes to controls. Thankfully, I would say playing through Tomb Raider 1 Remastered now, I can say they've actually done a solid job. You've got the option for the modern control scheme, which personally saved me. I don't know how I ever, looking back now, how I ever managed tank controls back in the day. But being able to play this with a smoother setup felt right in a way. The visuals are gorgeous too. Everything now looks really crisp, but it also maintains that kind of old school charm. And look, I love the ability. You're able to kind of swap back to the original graphics at any stage, which when it comes to these remasters in certain games, always appeals to me, being able to swap it back and forth to see the changes in real time. One of the best things that they've added though, is the ability to save anywhere. I know some people argue it makes the game a little too easy, but genuinely, with how punishing some of these levels are, being able to drop a save whenever, it does keep the frustration levels really, really low. It lets you actually enjoy exploring the levels rather than dreading every awkward jump. And guys, speaking of moments that just hit different, that T-Rex encounter in the Lost Valley, I'd completely forgotten just how cool that scene actually was. You're wandering through this ancient valley, dodging raptors, and then suddenly out of nowhere, a massive T-Rex comes charging at you. Even now, it is such a standout moment, but back then, that must have absolutely blown players' minds. You can see why it became one of the most iconic moments in gaming history. It's got a perfect blend of surprise, scale, and pure cinematic adventure. One of those "this is why I love game" moments. And something that really surprised me going back to this is just how fun the movement is once you get into the flow of it. Pulling off those acrobatic moves, the diving, backflipping, even just grabbing the ledges at the last second. It just feels so good. There's a real rhythm to it, and when you nail a tricky section, it's genuinely satisfying. It's a reminder that even back then, these games had a proper sense of physicality to them that we just don't really see anymore. The atmosphere just throughout the game is still class. There's a real sense of isolation, whether it's the eerie quiet in the tombs, it's all there. And while the combat's still a bit janky, it was never really the main focus anyway. It is all about the exploration, the puzzle solving, and of course those big set piece moments that make Tomb Raider 1 truly, truly special. So wrapping it up, Tomb Raider 1 Remastered is genuinely worth anyone's time. It respects the original, while smoothing off just enough of those rough little edges. For me personally guys, it's still a fantastic game and a solid 9 out of 10 if I was to give it a score. It's absolutely everything I wanted from a remaster. It's got nostalgia, quality of life improvements, and just a reminder of why Lara Croft became such a gaming juggernaut back in the day. So if you've played it, or if you're thinking about jumping in, do let me know what you think down in the comments. Did that T-Rex moment hit as hard for you as it did for me? Or maybe you've got your own favourite classic Tomb Raider memory? If you enjoyed the video guys, give it a like, hit subscribe, it really helps me out and keeps these reviews coming. But cheers folks, and I'll catch you in the next video.